guys, welcome back to another week of Mortgage Matters in Minutes. I'm your host, Brent Rasmussen, owner of Mortgage Specialists. And chatting about this video we did quite a while back, about 2 years ago, December of 2022. But it's a question that keeps continually coming up because people are stating, hey, how long is my pre-approval good for? How long does it last for? Because I'm not going to be buying a house now. I'm looking at a house in April or January or sometime in the future. And what we want to share with you is what the details are and why we should be concerned about how long a pre-approval lasts and what not to be concerned about with the pre-approval lapsing. So the reason why we bring this up too is because there might not be a house available for you to buy. And people will say, hey, I'll just get a pre-approval when a house comes up that I'm interested in. And I would say that is an incorrect thinking because the house that you want to buy will come up at the least opportune time that you're prepared, and you will want to have that done or wish you would have had that done well in advance. So first of all, let's answer the question right away is how long should be or is a pre-approval lasting? And the answer to that is 120 days. Why 120 days? Because all loans that we do what's called automated underwriting. That means we take your credit report, you take your asset, your application, and it gets ran through a software system. The reason why it goes through the software system, it tells you whether you get approval or a denial. And why do we use a software system? It takes out human discrimination out of that aspect. So the reason why that a credit report is only, or the pre-approval is only good for 120 days is because that credit report carries through in that system and is only valid for 4 months. But let's not be so concerned about the 120 days because you're told by your free credit score, Vantage scores, that obtaining your credit is a very negative thing to your score. And I would tell you, no, that's not. But we don't want to have it pulled just for many, many reasons. We'd like to have you look at pre-approvals anywhere from 6 to 12 months in advance. The reason why we say that is because you can start making a game plan for how much income do I need to buy a certain price point? How much down payment do I need to afford this house or that house? And that might be different than what you've put your own math and research together for. And if you do it far enough in advance, we can make a game plan to make sure you meet all the rules and make it as easy as possible as we can. One other reason that we want to bring up obtaining the credit report and the pre-approval early is to review your credit to make sure that there isn't anything that's outstanding that's bad or negative or it's still on your report that should have came off there in the past. Those items generally don't come up very often. In 25 years, I haven't seen a client go from having the perfect credit score to dropping a credit score drastically throughout the process. Generally speaking, when they come into my office or call us or connect with us online, their credit is the way the credit is. It's either great or it's not great or it's bad. I don't see it deviating in a period of time that people are interested in. So here at Mortgage Specialists, we will do and provide a pre-approval, but we won't continue to pull a credit report every 120 days. We will continue to extend your pre-approval based upon validating you still have your down payment and your income. But there's no sense in my mind from experience to continue to pull that credit report over and over and over. But also I would tell you, don't allow that to stop you from starting the pre-approval early to know what you don't know. And there's a lot of rules that exist, whether you're self-employed or second jobs or where you received your down payment from, that you might not know could harm you in getting qualified for a mortgage. Meaning that there's tons of mortgage rules that exist and we have to know them all to make sure to get you to the finish line, which is the closing on time at time. Also, if you do your pre-approval early in advance, there's less paperwork you have to do down the road. You might just need to provide one bank statement, one pay stub, and you're done because you've already provided us with all the initial paperwork for pay stubs, W-2s, driver's license, and down payment monies we've already had in the file. Meaning if you do find something in a month or two, we can repurpose and reuse that paperwork and allow you to get to the closing much quicker because you've already got us that information. I know that's the hardest part about the pre-approval. not filling out the application and answering the questions. It's digging up the rest of the paperwork to prove your income, to prove your assets, and to prove who you are, basically. Because we don't see this market ever staying the same. It's always ever changing. It might get to be really, really crazy again when rates drop. Rates may stay up and the market might stay really steady, meaning that there's not a lot of houses to buy, which means the market will still move very quickly and you have to be prepared for it. Being prepared is granting that pre approval, having that letter to give to your real estate agent to show him or her that you are ready to purchase when the right property comes along. I hope you learned a little bit here today about the pre approval. How long does it last? But really, what are the pros and cons of starting early with your pre approval to make sure that everything goes the way you want it to go when you're purchasing your first house, second house, or a rental property, or anything in between? I'm Brent Rasmussen, owner of Mortgage Specialist, and we'll look forward to seeing you here each and every week. Hit that like and subscribe button. Tuesdays at 3 o'clock, we come to you, provide these simple, short videos of answering questions in regards to you buying a home with any mortgage needs that you may have. Have a great one. We'll see you next time.
Mortgage Specialists. Driven, trusted, reliable.